Okay, I think we're gonna do it. I've been kind of talking myself out of this, but my obsessive brain just can't let it go. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it, and I think it'll all work out. So this right here is my current loop pedal setup. The headrush looper board. I've been using this thing forever. Typically what I would do is I would have the HX Stomp XL off to the side here. And then typically I would set up my this Pelican case and I would put my SPD on top of it. And it's a super cool, very elaborate rig. But honestly, it's just kind of a lot. I said in one of these that I built this rig initially to just do big things. Not that I'm not gonna do big things, but it's just a lot of gear to haul in, and this looper pedal is starting to show some signs of wear. So I got a good deal on one of these guys, which as you can see is literally half the size of the headrush. And it literally does all the same stuff, basically. My all-in brain doesn't want to just casually take it to a gig. I want to bring it. Basically, I'm thinking that I'm going to attempt to overhaul my entire pedal board and whatnot. Currently, it's Thursday as I'm filming this, and I have a gig Saturday night. So essentially, I would need this thing to be good to go. I honestly need it to be good to go today because tomorrow I'm gonna be busy, and then Saturday, obviously, I don't really wanna be working on it the day of the gig. I would like to have some time to practice with it. So there's a lot of work, but also I don't think there's that much work. So I'm essentially thinking that I'm just gonna rip off the looper board, and I'm gonna essentially put this guy right there. And then what I'm trying to think through, this is where I'm gonna have to get a little crafty, is I want all these pedals to still be accessible. But I'm also kind of thinking is it would be cool to have this guy. So I'm kind of thinking if there's some way I could maybe build a shelf to put this on. I think I just need to rip this off and kind of figure out what I'm gonna need. And then we'll probably have to run to a Home Depot or something and see if this is gonna work. I'm a little nervous. Cause yeah. All right, here we go. We're just gonna freaking do it. I'm just gonna rip this off. I'm gonna rip this guy off. Freaking, this Velcro is no joke. I grabbed a drumstick. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but I think I literally just broke the stick. Oh my God. Okay, so here we go. So as you can see, this guy is so tiny in comparison to that guy, and just seeing it on the board, it's even smaller than I was expecting. I'm thinking maybe something like this. This feels kind of nice. And I would honestly be happy just to mount it like this, but the problem is of course the RC600 has all those outputs. I need access to those. So I just feel like I need some sort of shelf. Ugh. I kind of don't want to do it now. I low-key feel like I'm starting to regret this. I hope I didn't screw myself over, but I gotta figure it out. I might have to cut this, but I'm just kind of thinking to attach one of these to it. Actually, these ones might be better. Do something like that. Because I could probably make them a little more square. Yeah, I think that could work. I got back to the studio. This is just kind of me throwing it all together. For literally just kind of taking a guess, I would say this doesn't look half bad. I am gonna have to cut off some of that. Also, this board is painted with chalk paint, so I stopped by Michael's and got some chalk paint. I'm gonna cut off roughly that much. And then yeah, honestly what I'm thinking is I'm literally just gonna put Velcro on both sides of these. I'm gonna make it to where all of this can just come up as I need it. So I really don't think it needs to be it's not gonna be nailed down. It's all literally gonna be Velcroed. So I'm gonna attempt to cut this guy now. It's cut. Let's see if this works. That doesn't look too bad, guys. You have no idea. Now we're just gonna give this guy a quick little paint. Well, I totally misjudged the color. That's definitely not the same color. It's a small thing. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna put some Velcro on these guys and see if I can, probably gonna stand on them, see if I can make them a little bit more square. I've got that guy Velcroed, that guy Velcroed. This thing's coming together, guys. That's like actually looks kind of legit. Oh my gosh. Okay, the wiring has begun. We're working with what we got. So some of the cable management's going to be a thing, but we're working on it. So we have the microphone that I sing stuff into that'll like probably just like live with this pedal board. So it's going to be plugged in there. We're going to have our stereo signal coming from this guy. So that's your left, right. And then we have our kick thing here, which is going to go in mono right here. And I was able to find a cable that was literally like, that's like about as perfect. It gives me like just enough slack to be able to play with. And then we have our stereo outs here, which will go to this DI at some point. And then as far as the rest of the chain goes, like I gotta get the little shelf thing put on top, and then we'll kind of start to cable manage a little bit. We're so close. Okay, so we're like pretty much there. I just need to get the OJ put in here. I got some of the power rigged up. I just gotta get it all plugged into that guy, and then it'll be time for a test. Guys, I think we did it. Everything technically should be patched and put together. So now we just have to try it. Now we just have to try it. Okay. I'm gonna reach back here. I'm gonna keep my phone looking at the board. I'm gonna flip this switch. Stuff should turn on. Holy frick. Is this turning on? That's turning on. Oh, guys, this is freaking working. I legitimately thought I was in over my head. Oh my gosh. All right, friends. It's been a long time. I've been playing with this thing for freaking ever. I had to watch a bunch of videos because I kind of know this loop pedal, but I also kind of don't. Hello, Maverick. Oh, but yeah, I had to watch a couple of videos and just learning a little bit more about this guy and making it operate similar to that guy. So that took a minute. And then, yeah, I spent way too much time figuring out some effects and stuff because I haven't been able to use this with the Martin in a minute. As of now, this is a functional rig. I think that's all she wrote. That took way more time than I really intended for it to. Dang, I can't believe we got this going. First gig is Saturday. I know there's gonna be some hiccups, just like there was whenever I switched to the head rush. I expect it, but yeah, it kind of just comes with it. My dog is bored. I think that's the end of this. Hopefully this nerdy thing was cool for some of you guys. I'm very impressed with how this turned out. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.